Galatians chapter 1 verse 13. Paul said, how I persecuted the church of God and wasted it. Paul was collecting legal documents to prosecute the church. So there was a viper of Melita that was speaking. It was a viper of justice that was speaking. Everything you see in scripture, how do I make you understand this now? You shall be the head and you shall not be the tail, and we grab it. Well, there's a problem. Whatsoever you ask the Father in my name, I'll do it. We grab it, but there's a problem. Yeah, there's a problem. Every prophecy, every promise of God is tied to a condition. Your being aware of the fundamentals of the condition is what opens you up to becoming a beneficiary. All right, let me show you something. Look up the screen. Matthew chapter 7, verse 6 and 7. Verse 6 and 7. Matthew 7, 6 and 7. Look at the screen. I want everybody to look up the screen and read this in English language. 1, 2, go. You see that? It was an instruction that was passed. All right, look at verse 7. Verse 7. Ask, seek, knock. So many of you are asking, is not given. You seek, is not found. You knock, is not open. Because you don't understand what powers that verse. Verse 6 is what powers that verse. It's as though two separate entities were spoken to. One was told, please, don't give to swines, don't give to dogs. A legislation was given. And they told the general public, ask, seek, knock. But this is a condition. You are free to ask from now till tomorrow. Nothing comes, because there must be an element in you. If you are going to give to these people and you can see the element of a dog and a swine, no matter how much they ask, don't give them. So now you are told, ask, you shall be given. Seek, you find. Knock, it's open. But before this express order, the entities that will give to you when you ask have been instructed that no matter how many times he goes to the mountain, if he's a swine and he's a dog, he has no entitlement here. So you are fasting, standing on Matthew 7:7. Lord, you said ask, not knowing the but the entity to give to you have been instructed that so long you have the elements of a swine. Of course, I can't go into that. You know what the swine is, you know what the dog is. So you are praying, you are fasting, you are asking, but there are elements. So this is what powers that verse. So if you are not aware, listen, you can know so much about the scriptures. You can know so much quoting the scripture. You see, there's a difference between oratory and utterance, eloquence and utterance. You know the scripture. In fact, the first entity that quoted the scripture in the New Testament was Satan. He quoted it correctly, relevantly, as touching the matter on ground. So we have many believers today who are sound as far as they are concerned, but there is minimal manifestation because they lack enforcement. When they were escaped, they found that the island was called Melita. You see, as Paul gathered sticks. If you are a preacher of the gospel, an overseer or a senior pastor, can I pray one prayer for you? And please take this prayer from this place and pray it for yourself if you are a preacher of the gospel. Paul was gathering sticks, not knowing there was a snake. I pray a prayer for you. May you receive discernment to separate sticks from snakes.